Hello and welcome. This is Ruth, and today I have the beautiful Treat Yourself gift box die set, and I'm going to show you how to make this up. It's not anywhere nearly as complicated as it looks, and I hope you're able to follow along with me and see how enjoyable it can be. So if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, don't forget to do that and hit the notification bell. And I know lots of you have actually sent me messages to see when I'm actually doing this one, and I've had it on my desk for a little while and have actually just been a bit busy, and I wasn't able to get it done. So if you hit the notification bell, if you're ever waiting for anything, you'll be able to see the videos as they come up. And don't forget, at the end, if you do enjoy it, give me a little thumbs up and leave me a little comment to let me know what you think about it as well. So thank you very, very much for all of that. We'll have a little look inside here. There are 30 dies in this set, and when you open it up you can see something I always like to see when I open one of these sets is there's a full set of instructions there. Now, I haven't actually read all of this yet because well, to me anyway, it looks fairly straightforward. So I'm going to do that as I go through the video with you, but here is the die set itself. I've set that on a bit of white paper just to show you. This is the outline die, the main one that would be used for the front and the back, and then you just move on from there, building up all the different layers and different pieces. As always, I really want to show you that you can use some of these dies for other things as well. So there's certainly panels here. I think I've taken one of those dies out, but there are certainly panels here that could be used on cards. All these lovely little shapes here and here, and different things that you could use on cards as well. And this one, which says Treat Yourself, that would be a lovely little thing that you could put on a card or a little gift token if you're going to give it to someone for a present. I also have a little idea that I think should work out with this, and hopefully if it does, it will give you another way of using this sometime whenever you're not just you haven't just got so much time and you want to make it in a bit of a rush, but it'll be a lot simpler than the initial box that's shown on there, and I hope it's a nice little idea that you'll like to try as well. So I am going to just set this aside. I've done lots and lots of die cutting last night in preparation for this morning, so I left it all ready, and I've cut two of these out for a start. So this is actually this way up, the front and the back panels. Now I want to decorate those, and I've cut out some of this beautiful rose pink. So you can see here, this is the outside die that I showed you, which cuts this, sorry, the outer one, which cuts this shape. Then we've got this one, which will cut this shape. Then we have this one, which is a verso die, so it doesn't have any cutting edges on the outside, but if you use it together with this one, you will get this beautiful shape. Now last night, whenever I looked at this, I wasn't too sure if I wanted to back this beautiful gold glitter card, that's gold dust onto rose pink, and put it on there, or whether I actually wanted to put the gold on and then use elements of pink on it as well. But this morning when I look at it, I think we'll just go all out and add all of these together. So I've already done one, and now I'm going to use my little precision nozzle and glue this one on, and then I'll add this on here. You can see here I've gone ahead and cut the base and the lid and lots of panels for the sides, so I've done exactly the same thing here. I've cut the rose pink and the top part as well to fit onto it with the gold glitter card. I'm going to go ahead and glue these on, but just at this stage it's not advisable with this particular set to go ahead and put these on just yet, because we want to actually add the side panels on, and then there's this lovely little piece here which fits on in the center, and then those little side panels will fit in correctly after that. So at this stage I'm just going to go ahead and prep these by having these glued together for the sides. So I've cut 4 of these and 4 of these, so we've got for the top and the top and the bottom sides on both sides. next piece I want to construct is the piece that actually makes this box unique. It's a really ingenious little piece here that makes the sweetie or the little treat that you're going to put in just be caught in there and turn around and drop out the bottom into the little pocket, into the little basket or box or whatever at the bottom there, and it's really lovely. So it's this die, and you'll cut it out like this and it removes this oval, and if you're anything like me you'll hold on to that because you'll find a use for that somewhere else. But I've already gone ahead and scored and reinforced all those score lines, and now what I need to do is put glue on this tab and glue this closed. You could use double-sided tape or high-tack tape on this, but I actually think wet glue is always better for these things because it just has that feeling that it's more reinforced and a bit more sturdy for something particularly like this when it's going to be used quite a wee bit. So it just gives that stronger bond between the card if you use the wet glue. So this has 7 sides on here, and you'll need to cut out the little 7-sided die cut. So there's the die, and you'll cut that out twice, and we're going to just put one on each end here. Then you'll use the 2 little circles that were the fallouts from these pieces and glue those directly on top of that. Now you can see there is a long die here with 2 fold lines on the side of it and then a shorter one here. So the shorter one here, the outside one, is actually for these sides, and this one here is for the base and the lid. So I've cut out 2 of these, and I'm going to take one of them now and glue it onto the base just by this little glue tab. Now we need to make the little shelf that goes on here. So I've taken this die and I've cut that out twice, and we're going to join those together. So you can see there how the glue tabs have been folded up just temporarily. But before I actually set this one on top here, with the top glue tab up the way and the other one at the base here, I've taken one of the little tiny magnets from Tonic. It's a little, I'll just show you the packet there, one of these, and you don't necessarily have to do this, but it actually helps at the end. It's a really great idea to keep that little drawer and the little tray sort of going together really nicely at the end. So I'm going to glue that in there and then just about the center of the drawer, and then we'll pop that one on top. And now just to keep the good side of the card facing upwards, and so that's what you'll see from in here, although it's not that important, but anyhow, it's just how I like to do it. The fold lines and scores are all still going, glue tabs all still going as they were here. I've turned them over, and now we'll turn this back, and you can see the way the fold lines are there, so it's all straight in the middle and the tabs are coming out to the outside, and I want to glue that on there just around this opening here. So I'm going to put glue on those tabs and hold that in place for a moment or two. When you've got the glue on that, just turn it over and have a little look, and you can see this is really neat. If it's not, because you've got glue, that will give you a little bit of maneuverability to make sure you've got all of this lined up so that it's looking really neat from the front. For the next piece then, you'll need 2 of these shorter panels, that's these ones, for the sides. So you're going to actually glue those on here like this by the glue tabs, and they will go directly down there. But you'll also need to take this little piece and die cut that twice, and just put those little score lines over again, just burnish those And then what we need to do is add these onto the top here, and then we can add them all on there. So that's how it looks from the back, from the inside, and then that's how it looks at the front there. So everything should all be lined up here, here, here and here, and with these little tabs on. Now when you turn this over, you'll want to put glue on these little tabs. So we've got this one, and then we're going to put this little piece here, if you can just see it. This little line here then will line up directly with the card there, and you can fold that over, and then that will bring this down at this angle. I'll show you that. I'll glue it on and then I'll show you the angle it should be at. But if this piece is directly in line with this, when you fold it over, it will automatically come down into a little funnel shape, and then your sweets or whatever your treats are will come down in here. Now you can see it's really beginning to take shape. You can go ahead with the next two side panels, so they're exactly the same as these two, and you just need to glue those by these glue tabs onto the top here, and make sure that they're perfectly aligned front and back, and that this side piece lines up perfectly with this. It won't glue to it at the moment, but just make sure it's aligned and then everything will be straight. Now you can go ahead with this little cylinder that you made and pop it in here, and because this is the little fallout from the circle when you die cut that in the first place, that will actually just fit perfectly in there again, and you can just set it in. So you can see I've just turned the box over and kept that cylinder in place there, and then I've taken this die with the line across the centre of it and I've cut it out 3 times. So one of them is going to be the base, the other 2 I have folded down that score line. I'm going to glue those together and make a little handle. So I'll just put glue along there and glue that together. Like so. And then put glue right across there. And glue that to the remaining circle. And now I want to glue that on here, but I want to make sure that there's no glue at all gets on the outside here, so the glue must only be in the centre part of that, otherwise it won't move and turn around. So make sure there's no glue on the outside here, and just go ahead and pop that on. You can see then that I added these decorative dies, so I've cut the plain semicircle out in ivory card there, and then the one with the little arrows on it in gold glitter, and put it on top, and then I've done the same with these and put them on there, and that strengthens that little sort of handle on it there. Now this is so satisfying. At this stage even you'll have to remember to turn it over and just watch how that works then. So you can see how that turns this around, and stop playing with it and just carry on. Just at this point you want to just keep checking how that works, but actually you just need to carry on with making the rest of this. I have cut out several of these little pieces, and I've cut them out in the gold, and the first 2 are going to go on here. So you can see there's no glue tabs to hold the base of that together, so all you need to do is put that over and glue those on, and that will strengthen that. Now you can go ahead and add the front panel onto that. So I've just taken a little dish here that accommodates that, and I can then fold this over and put glue along all of those tabs and add this panel directly on top there. When you've got it all aligned, then just make sure you turn it over and check all these little pieces while the glue is still damp, and then you can push them all into place and hold all these panels just for a second or two until they're all tightly glued together. And there we are. Then we can move on to the next step. So I've got some more of these little tabs here. So I've got them for the bottom and the top, and then for in the side. Now the top one will go ahead and just be glued like that, and I'm actually just going to leave this top on because I think it supports the lid nicely. But the centre ones here, you will want to actually fold them like this, and then they'll pop in there. Now you can go ahead and glue your little decorated side panels in between these tabs here, and they just fit perfectly. Now the stars are sort of one big one at the bottom, so I like to keep those the same, but it doesn't really matter, I suppose, if you turn them around. I've glued those little tabs onto the top there, and then I've taken the piece that I had cut out for the lid and I've decorated it with the longer die here, these dies, in the pink and the glitter card, and then I've taken one more of these little tabs and I've actually just cut it in two and put half of it on here right up to the edge and half of it on here, and then now I'm going to glue this tab along the front edge here where this is. I've glued the treat yourself onto the front of the box, and I've added a little pink circle onto the back. But now all I need to do is put this on here, and then we'll start making a little catch. You could actually just leave the lid like that and it works perfectly fine, but there is a further little attachment that you can add on to it, so I'm going to show you how to use that. So you'll need these 3 dies for it. So you'll need to cut out 1 of these, 2 of these and 2 of these. And glue these together. And then glue the other 2 little C pieces together, as I call them. And then you'll glue all those together, but just watch along and you can see how that's done. Then you can take this little piece, and I've actually added another piece of pink on top just to decorate it, and then we'll put glue, but just make sure when you're putting the glue on that it only goes on this outer edge and not in this centre piece, because that's the piece that you're going to need to put the little closure in. So just around there and not in here. And then you can bring this over and pop that into the centre there, and you can see that the little gap there is where this piece folds in, and then that makes a lovely little closure when that's held down in place. So all I need to do now is hold that and make sure the glue grabs. Now to make the little drawer, I've taken this die and this one, and I have cut this one out once and this one out twice, and they go together like this. And then I have taken the little pieces from here, so So you can see them on the die set just in there, and I've cut one out in the ivory card and then decorated it with the pink, and they get glued on there. And I just need to glue all of that together, and that's my little drawer. But I'm going to add a little magnet in there as well, so bear with me and I'll be right back. I've made the little drawer up, so now I just want to add the magnet on. So I've actually cut out a little square to fit on the bottom here, and I want to put the magnet in between the two of those, and I want to be sure that it's properly centered with the one that I've already put in here at the beginning. So I've got my little magnet and I'm just going to drop it in, and I need to be sure that I've got it the right way around as well. So I'm dropping it in here, and you can see how it just goes to the right place there. It's quite difficult to show this, but I think you can see what I've done. I popped the magnet in, and it's not actually glued to the bottom, it's just holding itself to the magnet that's actually enclosed in here. And then I popped some glue in with my fine nozzle there, and you can see the glue is just on top, and I'm going to put the little drawer inside there, holding it up towards the top in the meantime until I get it right in place. Then I can pop that down, hold it there until the glue grabs to that, and when it does I'll be able to remove it, because the magnet then will be attached to the drawer and with the glue, and I'll be able to cover it with this. So now whenever you want to put the drawer in, you can actually feel that the magnet is just going to hold it in place, and the little drawer won't fall out, just like that. Didn't that turn out really well? I really love that mechanism. It's really fantastic, and I love the way that little magnet just snaps everything back into place. The dies are really beautiful, and no matter what colour you would pick and use that for, it would look absolutely beautiful. It'd be lovely for Christmas, it'd be lovely for, well, really all sorts of things. So at the beginning of the video, you'll remember that I mentioned that I was going to maybe make another little box that was a lot simpler. Well, I've gone ahead and done that, but I thought this video was long enough at the moment. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one in a separate video because I thought this one was long enough. So this is a really simple box without any mechanism at all. It just opens, and you can put a bigger gift in and close it up like that. And the ribbon is merely decorative on it. It's not really for anything at all, only for decoration, and it covers up the joins in these little pieces too. But I'm very happy with that one, and I love to show you that you can get extra mileage out of your die sets too, so I hope you enjoy that. I'll have the link, as I said, down below. Don't forget to check that one out. So thanks very much for watching the video of this one, and if you do, go over to that one. Don't forget, if you haven't already subscribed, to do that and hit the notification bell. That way, if I ever make a second videos on any of the other die sets, you'll get a notification of those as well, and I hope you enjoy them. If you have enjoyed it, give me a big thumbs up, and don't forget to leave me a little comment and let me know what you think, and what you would have done with this die set as well. If you've already made it, let me know, and if you haven't, let me know if this would make you want to try it. Also, my links to all of the products that I've used will be down below in the description. They're all affiliate links, so that means I'll get a little commission from them, but it doesn't cost you anything extra at all. And I do really appreciate everybody who uses those, so thank you very much. And until next time, happy crafting. Bye!